Good morning, Memo Jammers. Oh, isn't it pretty? Not just where I is, but the bike itself. If you're following along on the saga of me customizing and pimping the bike, you will notice some differences. Mainly, this. It looks much more better. So, I'm going to spend not a lot of time talking about the bike while I'm looking at it, but I'll walk around it really quick so you can see what's going on. Good chow. Let me take off and putt around a bit. I'm here at the ranch campground in Missouri. Did a little night trip with the boys. There's Dan, all loaded up, almost ready to go. And Nolan is up here in his truck and his freaking amazing Honda Monkey. So I'm going to do a little tour really quick while we're waiting to go. Dan's almost ready, but there's animals here, some hiding down there. There's that branch of the campground that I was just at. This place is motorcycle friendly. Every Saturday night they have a huge freaking bonfire, which we did last night, which was awesome. And up on this side of the little lake here, they have, I think, 3 cabins, which, I mean, as a moto camper, I'm not using those. Dan's about to take off, so I gotta catch up to him. One poopa potty. Nobody's here right now. They took off, whoever was here. And a little thing here. So all that to say, Nolan invited us out here to have a moto camping night. We wanted a trip that wasn't so far away that it was like too big, but it's just far enough that we had to load up the bikes and do a little mini moto camping trip, which is what we just did. It was great. So this place right now is what I'm currently planning to have the fan ride and moto camping trip at. We're gonna take a different route home than we did on the way in here, because the way in here was a little like a lot of gravel turns and stuff and some off-roading, which was fun. But the ride I'm planning to do, I want it to be friendly for new riders. So, whoa, come on, neutral, you. I'm trying. It's too early to be cussing. I want to have a ride. So just to recap, last year in the fall, I had a meetup, ride, and Motocamp. I want to do it again this year. The day is September 14th and the 15th, so Saturday, Sunday. Join the Discord. I'll put the link in the description. That's where we're coordinating and figuring out this trip. But the plan is meet on Saturday in the morning. I don't know exactly what time. I know where, though. Hang out for whoever knows how long, with however many people want to show up. And then we'll ride out together to a campground, which will probably be this place. When I know for sure, I'll write it in the Discord and I'll share it on the YouTube. And then we will spend an evening in Motocamp tonight here, and then people are free to leave either back to Kansas together, whatever, wherever it is we're camping. It's going to be here in Missouri, or it's going to be Oklahoma. I'm not sure yet. There they are. Nolan, my boy! The piggies are here. He wants to get a picture of the pigs. I got to get my face really close so this camera can see. Boop. What you looking at, Ellie? Thank you, sir. Okay, let's get the tit ass out of her. Oh my gosh, guys, this is exhausting. I'm so pleased with it. Just wait till we get going. Even if we don't have the meetup here, the moto camp trip here, I'm gonna come back. This place is just too cool, and the people are so freaking nice, you know? Dan looks like a professional rider. He's got that thing bagged, you know, it's just loaded. He's got the professional gear. And I don't know if you've seen it, I have professional gear too. I have a set of Climb Badlands, the upper and lower, which go nicely with my Climb Krios Pro helmet. I think I don't have the Climb Badlands boots and gloves, but it's okay. And a full set would be nice, but it's whatever. It's very nice. It's my first time using this set. So like I said, the road we took in here was like an off gravel dirt kind of a thing, and the way right here is brand new and paved. We're going to take a different way out than we came in, the baby easy way, because I want to see if it's suitable for new people. Because when I have this ride that I do, I don't know what kind of riders are coming. Like last year we had a very new rider who, not to shame anybody, dropped it pulling into the parking lot before the ride even started. Like, you know, you get riders of all kinds. So I want a moto camp ride or a ride that's, you know, far, but not stupid far, and not particularly hard, but not super boring either. So when we did Oklahoma last year, it was 4 hours, which is pretty far for some people, like if they're new riders. But it was just pretty much straight the whole way, which I personally don't mind, but I realize it's boring for a lot of people. This campsite, which I'm fairly certain I'm going to do, is 2.5 hours, and it's got a lot more of this going on, so this is a much better, more interesting ride. But at the same time, the less boring, more fun, the more risk you involve, and I just don't want someone to get hurt on a ride that they're joining for me. But I realize everyone's responsible for themselves, but I still want to try to find the right balance of fun and safe. Taking off in the morning before it gets too hot. It was hot yesterday. It's going to be hotter today, but last night it got just a little bit cold. This is the sweet spot to ride in. Man, we had a good night. I was so happy it didn't rain, and we got to camp early afternoon, so we had time to just hang around for a while, which was very fun. That's what I would like to do for the Motocamp ride. Okay, listen to this blipper. Okay, listen to this. That last one I just did for fun, but let me blip it up again here. I'm going to give him some distance. And listen to the auto shift in this exhaust combo, okay? It sounds so good. Oh, man. Listen again here. Oh! Bow, bow. It's so good, man. Okay, so I'm in wave 2 of motorcycle parts. All wave 2 parts are done, and that included the exhaust, the Leo Events exhaust, which was given to me by Leo Events, so thank you, and I will shout them out appropriately. I'm going to do another review video of the parts I've put on. I have 4 waves of parts planned. I just finished part 2, wave 2, and we just put it on, not yesterday, we wrote it here the day before. Yesterday was Saturday, day before on Friday. They helped me put the rest of the parts on for wave 2, and the exhaust, just to gush, is exactly what I wanted. It sounds great. It's not loud. It's the same noise level, but it just sounds so much better. We did other stuff for wave 2, but I'll just mention all that stuff in the wave 2 video when I do it, and I want to ride with the parts on the bike for a bit to get some semblance of an impression. Like, we literally just put the exhaust on and the center stand. So I want to use them a bit more, but it's the bike, when you put parts on your bike, it just squeezes that much more love or fun out of them. It's just like, yes, I like the bike even more now. I did a couple firsts at Motocamp last night. I took a bath in the river. I've never done that before, but ever since seeing like sorry, I gotta scratch my nose. Ever since seeing Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman do it on the long way around, it's like, oh my gosh, taking a bath in the river sounds awesome. And it was all right. It was pretty fun. And then I slept in my hammock. I bought a hammock, and I've been using it like in my house for comfort and convenience. But I was like, I want to try sleeping in it because I have a pretty cool hammock that has like a bug net and a rain fly, whatever. So I set it up, and it was not bad, but I realized some cons. Like, I can't change in a hammock, so there's pros and cons. I'm not sure if when I come to the moto camping trip if I'll take the tent or the hammock or both. I mean, on a moto camp, you don't want to take all the things. If you have a pickup truck, you can, but I learned some things, some pros and cons about what I like and don't like between a tent and a hammock, and I'm glad I tried it. This, trip was the perfect kind of test trip. I also got to kind of test how I'd pack the bike. I'm sure you saw the top case, and man, I'm of 2 minds about the top case. I'll go on a little tiny top case rant. So there's 2 kinds of luggage. There's hard luggage and soft luggage. Pros and cons between them. Pro of hard luggage is it's convenient. And the pro of the soft luggage is that it's more durable and that you can just drop it and it's gonna be okay, as opposed to like completely caving in your hard side panniers, for example. I'm talking about side cases, sorry. So top case, the pro of a top case, very convenient. Con, you don't really want to top load your motorcycle kind of ever, especially if you're doing technical riding. So that top case is not, even though it's not particularly heavy, it's not something I would want on the bike if I were to go like do a BDR. You would not want to go hop around and dip with a top case on. You can, but like it's not optimal, right? You want the weight low, evenly distributed along either side of the bike. So I bought that top case before I knew about the whole top case isn't like the best way to go. But now I have this really nice top case that I want to keep using, and it's so darn convenient. Now, using it around town like I usually do, that's totally fine. That's great for that. And for a long trip on the highway, also okay. But if you want to do off-roading or BDR stuff, probably don't want that. I do not have big side cases. I have my giant loop set, which are meant for like a dirt bike down here, which they're convenient. I like them, but it's not a lot of room. I couldn't very well live off of the bike with just these little side cases I have. So unless I were to get big side panniers, which would be hopefully part of wave 3. Unless I get that, I'm stuck with the top case, and I'm going to keep just putting everything in here. My whole camp is just sitting in this top case. I think I've said all the things for now. If there was cool news, I forgot. I don't think there was any cool news. This is it. Just adding parts to the bike and planning ahead for this event. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope you're all doing well and being good. And we will see each other later. Bye.